Tonight's story is not one to sleep through. Welcome to Urban Legends. There are many legends that come from Newfoundland in Canada. But there is one that is way more disturbing than the others. She has been reported by many people since the year 1890, up to the present day. This is the story of the Night Hag. Most of us go to bed at night hoping for a restful sleep, and more often than not, that happens. But many residents of Newfoundland have had a different, more frightening experience, which comes in stages and varies in intensity. The first stage is to wake up, usually around 3 a.m. and feeling a deep sense of fear. This experience is different to waking up normally, and the person is usually frozen, unsure what is going on and unable to think properly. The next stage is to realize that your body is completely paralyzed. Your hands may have just a little feeling in them, but that's as far as it goes. Your torso and legs will not move, no matter what you do. You could try to scream, but nothing would come out, apart from a pathetic gasp. Your level of fear is also increasing, and then you see her, usually in the corner of the room. Generally described as an old woman with a startling face, the Night Hag will sound out of breath but also excited as she spies you in your bed. This stage is known to be the most frightening. She either will run across the room towards you, or drop to the floor and crawl, but either way the hag will suddenly jump on top of your paralyzed body. The weight will crush your chest, but there is nothing you can do but endure the agony as you are far too terrified to do anything. After she is satisfied with your level of terror, the hag simply disappears. Your body becomes normal again and you turn on the light. Nobody is there and you begin to wonder if you imagined the whole thing, but you also hope that it never happens again. In Newfoundland, this is known as being hagged. Some believe that the hag can be summoned by reciting the Lord's Prayer 3 times backwards, and she can be used to do harm to a third person, like a curse. During the day, she is said to wander around lonely marshland, waiting until nightfall when she can really come alive. Some people have laid a trap for the hag, by first summoning her and then laying with a board on their chest, the top side lined with nails. People who are particularly afraid of her have slept in this dangerous way to try and get rid of the hag, once and for all. Of course, science does not credit a night hag for the symptoms that she supposedly causes. Instead, it is blamed on sleep paralysis, which many of us have experienced at some point, hag-free. This condition can be either genetic, caused by psychological stress, or triggered by sleep deprivation. During sleep paralysis, it is very common to experience a deep sense of dread and to also hear whispering and scuttling noises. Also very common is to see hallucinations, particularly figures in the corner of the room. More often than not, the sufferer will feel a great pressure on their chest, and typically the whole episode will last just a few minutes. Almost every country in the world has some form of night hag. In Egypt, instead of an old lady that sits on your chest, it is a terrifying jinn that tries to kill you. In Albania, the spirit is a male who wears a hat and will come after women who are tired and will stop them from moving. If anyone is strong enough to take his hat, he will grant them a wish, but still visit from time to time. The Night Hag, or Old Hag as she is sometimes referred to, is well known in Newfoundland, but if science proves that she is not real and the attack is caused by sleep paralysis, then why are there so many accounts in a single area? Some people will only whisper about her in fear of a visit. If you ever travel to Newfoundland, it might be wise to speak with the locals before going to sleep. They might just provide you with enough information to save you from a visit from the Old Hag herself. That concludes tonight's story. I'll see you next time for more urban legends.